Let's see how far we can throw this thing. Cool. Well, it looks like it survived the throw, and it's still looking good. This is the Oppo Neo 3, and we are going to take a look at it and see if we can tear it down. It is on, it looks like, still. I just can't see it in the sunlight. All right, let's do it. Whoops. So this phone is actually not that old. It came out in 2014 and is, mainly for global markets, but it just looks very dated. It's a plastic body. It's actually running Android Jelly Bean. So let's unlock this here and see what it looks like. Oh, wow. This is a blast from the past. I cannot believe this is only 5 years old. So let's just open up a few things here, see what we can look at. I want to see how the keyboard feels. It's feeling kind of slow right now. Let's type something here. What is up? Wow, that feels weird. Oh, that works. The swipe works. Cool. It seems to be working okay. The screen is not very bright. Oh. Okay. Well, I haven't looked up how this comes apart, but we're gonna just go for it. Yeah. I guess step one would be to turn this bad boy off. All right. Let that shut down there for a second. Like any smartphone, I guess we gotta split this case open, right? Let's get a little heat to it, get that glue. Oh, you know what? This is old. Let's just pop this boy open. Just a clip. I don't know. Let's just go for it. Awesome. I miss these old battery cases that you could replace the battery so easy. That's where the SIM card goes. And also your SD card, if you have one. Oh, it's dual SIM. Let's see if we can get this SIM card out. We don't need to take it out, I don't think, but it just helps. All right, now I'm taking out all the screws that they had on the back plate. There's a lot of screws, so I'm just gonna speed this up for you. Awesome. I think I got all of those out. Let's see if we can split open and see the motherboard. It's a little stuck. Let's just see if we can carefully and gently pry open these clips. Seems to be giving me some trouble up near the top of the phone. You know what? I'm wondering if there is one more screw. Yes, there is. It looks like I missed it right there on the corner. It was hiding under this sticker. There's always another screw, right? Never get it in one try. Perfect. Now this should come right apart. I think so. All right. Oh, it's a little stuck. There's no ribbons, I don't think, on this back plate, so we can just split it open. Perfect. All right, here we go. Here's the inside of the phone. You can see the motherboard. You can see the back camera. Also the charging port, battery cable. This actually looks pretty simple. One thing I do know, we want to just use a plastic pry tool because we still want to have it work afterwards, even when we recycle this phone. There's some connectors here that we need to undo. I'm just going to undo all of them. All the ones that I see. Maybe you can get all the way down to the screen. I don't know. There's a couple here. They come apart really easy. They usually just pop off. And then get this one by the charging port here. And then also we have the battery cable as well. That should just pop off. a little bit. There we go. Just pull that out. And then there should just be maybe 1 or 2 screws holding the motherboard in. But yeah, there's just one here that I see. Perfect. Let's get this out of here. It's actually really a simple phone. I think this goes for about $130 right now. And I think you only can buy it for globally, like India or something like that. But I can't imagine buying a brand new phone like this. This seems very, very 2014. But all right, and we should be able to get this motherboard off here now. I think that's all we need to do. There's no more screws. All right, let's just pry it up. Oh yeah, that's loose. Okay, we should be able to, oh, the front facing camera fell out, but that's okay. We can put that back in. Well, there it is. Or this is basically the whole phone from the inside. There's not much going on here. Very, very simple. I think this only has about 1 gig of RAM. Not much going on on the from the RAM part. Oh, the camera looks okay. It's a very, very simple camera too. I think the rear-facing camera is only 5 megapixels. Oh my gosh, that's so small. All right, let's take a look at the camera. This is the front-facing camera. It is very, very simple. No, very small. I got to be very careful with these parts. All right, here's the backing plate here, or I should say the front, the mid plate. Looks like without damaging it really further, you can't really get much in. So let's just put it back together. I think that's about as far as I'll go, because I want to be able to have it still work at the end, and I'm not the best at this. So I'll just speed this up and see if we can put back together in a timely fashion. Just the reverse process of what we did when we took it apart here. Get all these connectors back on. Then we can route the battery cable back to the other board here. Make sure it goes in that little slot. There you go. Fits nice. And everything just snaps into place. You know you got the connector in right when it gives you a little snap and click. It's actually very satisfying. Okay. All right. Now we can get that mid plate back on and get the 4,000 screws back into it. Do it really super fast this time. Whew. Feel the burn. All right, so we've got that back on. All we have to do is really just get the SIM card back in and the battery, and we're good to go. That was really simple. This really only took about 10 minutes to get it all the way apart and back down to the mid plate and the screen. As far as replacing a screen on this, I don't know if that was done very often back then or not, but it doesn't seem like it would be too much harder to get down there further. This just snaps back on. Gosh, it feels really cheap. Really light. This is definitely not an iPhone, but well, let's turn it on and let's see. Oh, we have life. Excellent. See how long it takes to boot up. Okay, that took way too long. But looks like everything's still working. Looks like I didn't destroy it. It's actually a tough little guy. Thanks for watching.